There we go. Welcome, Gumshoes, to Chicken Police, Paint of Red. Yeah. And you'll have to let me know if the audio is good, because I think this has got narration in it, or, dialogue and that. Though I feel like I'm probably going to have to do a bunch of talking as well, as I read stuff. If it wants to load, apparently. Okay, it's gone very quiet. I'm not even seeing anything to say it's loading. Oh, hello.
Oh, crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
There's always a femme fatale. I'm just wondering whether it's supposed to play a video there and it didn't quite queue up. Right, okay. Well, it's typical point and click then. Okay, so we can point and click on things.
I don't even know what these papers are.
Okay, it
I
feels
promised myself I'd write a novel one day.
Okay, the sound effects are a little on the loud side. I wonder if we can, just nudge that down a bit. Apparently not. Everything is just turned up. There's no dialogue, sound effects, and music, apparently. Sure, let's speak to the dame.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah. Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to. Not even from a classy dame like you.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in, would you like a drink?
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
Not bourbon, then?
If you insist. But
there you go.
bourbon, please.
How did I guess? It's always bourbon for some reason.
Thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's supposed to play a video here, but it's not playing. So there might have been an intro video sequence and one here as well. Okay, so this is quite bad then, because we're not getting any context. Deborah, species Impala, gender female, special features, pretty and fragile, nothing too special. Place, this used to be a nice place, but we're competing with, who gets swallowed up by decay first. The hotel's winning, but honestly, I'm not that far behind. Chicken Police is a famous detective duo. Santino Sonny Featherland and Marty McChicken gained fame through a case the press called the Bloody New Year's Eve. They flew high for almost 10 years when a fateful brawl put an end to their legend. There is a series of novels about them by Meredith H. Marble. They had published 10 books over the course of 7 years before the series faded out of public interest, as did the Chicken Police itself. Clawville had been an independent city-state for more than 900 years. During the city's foundation, 4 nations had joined forces, represented by the 4 animal figures and the 4 hands of the crest of Clawville. In reality, the tribal alliance of reptiles, the great insects, and the great insect clans had also played an essential part in the city's founding, but they never got to be represented on the crest. This gave birth to a political and cultural antagonism between the species. Clawville preserved its political autonomy and the dream that it's the only state in the wilderness where predator and prey of any race can live in peace. Hence the name, the City of 1,000 Colors. 3 gods are revered in most places across the wilderness. They're the Great Wild Ones, who make up a holy trinity of creation, destruction, and silence. Hareti is the goddess of creation. Hapti is the lord of destruction. And Nakvati is the genderless ghost of silence and nothingness, keeping the balance between creation and destruction in the never-ending conflict. Scenes visited. Codex. Okay, right. Don't have anything for the map. I guess I'm talking to you again?
Who is this dame, anyway? And what the cluck is she doing in my apartment on New Year's Eve?
Well, at least we got context what time of year it is.
That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into a brick, thrown through the window. And finally, they painted it on the wall of the house in giant red letters.
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some routine questions.
Please, that's why I'm here.
Right. Is it more questioning? What's this? What have we got now? Victim, a lady, is targeted of strange threats. All of them are written. Okay, so that's the only thing that updated.
So, this is the part where the interrogation comes. Like in those detective movies.
Something like that, Deborah. Yes.
Well, can I do the interrogation thing? Ah, okay. New button. Focus on what you want to know about the suspect. Is he or she suspicious? Concentrate on that. This fella is rather suspicious. I need to concentrate on that. Focus suspicion. He is suspicious. I am suspicious. Why are you suspicious? Gather impressions from the suspect. Every impression adds a new quest line. So many options. Detective meter is your best friend. It shows how well the questioning is going. Keep it on the positive side, okay.
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I could scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard.
I beg your pardon? Right. Who exactly are you, ma'am?
Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you, if not even more.
You're not very confident, are you? Are you sure you're alright? Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calvera Heights? Hills? Flowerville, maybe? Right. Must be cautious, smart. This dame seems shy, yada yada yada. Shy, doubtful.
You're not very confident. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes. Excuse me. I'm just a bit nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Breaking into the apartments of strangers isn't that big a deal. Some people do it as a hobby.
Please don't make fun of me, Mr. Featherland. This is hard for me as it is.
You're right. Sorry.
Did you come alone or by yourself? Okay, it went down there. Tell me. What's your star sign, sweetheart? I mean... That
Did you
seems
come
a
alone? All by yourself?
I took the subway, then the tram, and then I walked. It wasn't easy to find this place, and to be honest, I had to be discreet.
Yeah, well, I think I'm starting to get the picture.
This is quite unpleasant for me.
Okay, frightened, but we're in the positive area. Do you even know what you want? Were you born and raised in Clawville? Why did you come visit me? Why not your employer herself? Let's go with the softly approach.
Were you born and raised in Clawville?
Why do you ask?
I couldn't think of anything better.
Well, I'm not from around here. I'm from Grassmore. Maybe you could hear I have a slight accent. Do you know where it is?
Where what is?
Grassmore, of course. You just asked.
Oh, that. Don't worry about it. I'm not interested.
Do you like to play with other animals?
Oh, for the wild ones. Am I that transparent?
I'm afraid so.
Well, I'm a little rusty, it seems. Let's change the subject, shall we?
Oh, well, that went way down. Okay, then. Let's stick with the questions, then.
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her home lately, only if she really has to.
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those unwanted messages, and everyone knows who she is.
So, she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We're finally getting somewhere. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. Let's focus on that.
What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me? What do you want from me? I'm sure it's not intentional, but you're toying with me. How did you get this address? I kind of do want to know how she got our address.
How did you get this address?
You know, my mistress has exceptional connections.
If they were so exceptional, she wouldn't have chosen me.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Detective. You are the head of the famous chicken police. Am I right?
Was it a raccoon with a scarred face called Zip who recommended me? He hates me.
No, Mr. Featherland. I don't know anyone like that.
Lucky for you, Deborah.
That went down, okay.
What do you want from me?
Me?
Oh, don't be silly, Deborah. I mean your employer. I was just talking to myself.
Well, Miss Katsenko thinks you're a great detective, and you're also reliable. That's why I came.
Did she also give you the lockpick?
Please, could you let this go? I'm really embarrassed.
Sorry, sweetheart. I'm just teasing you. As soon as I saw you, you were forgiven.
That's very nice of you.
It has nothing to do with being nice, Deborah, but you're welcome.
Have you ever felt truly vulnerable? No, that's gonna definitely put her off edge. Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Don't you think this whole thing is a little suspicious?
Look, Santino, I'll explain everything.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll act like I haven't heard it.
You see, we're starting to understand each other.
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all? If you won't come clean, what's the point in all of this?
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Oh, the bots are back.
Because my mistress trusts you.
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are, then yes.
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you up against the wall.
You have a way with words, sweetheart. Did you ever want to be a cop?
No, not for the world.
Smart answer.
Be honest. Tell me, what you're so afraid
Be
of.
honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart Wessler. Or as most people know him...
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now. The secrecy.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. Wessler. This little piece of the puzzle changes everything.
Apparently, we're a true detective just because we asked a bunch of questions. And we were 90% accurate on our focus. Sure. The employer Natasha Current signified the infamous gangster Ibn Wessler. So we got a bunch of stuff in our codex for that. Mysterious messenger, Miss Deborah Ibanez, employer is a certain Miss Natasha Kazanko. The employer Natasha's current significant other is the infamous gangster Ibn Wessler. Special features, she has some remarkable green eyes, and she's definitely in trouble, so am I. Employer of Deborah, allegedly receiving serious threats. Currently the girlfriend of notorious gangster, yeah. Runs errands. Afraid and secretive. Employer current bolsters the ranks of... yeah, okay. Oh no, we still have one of that one. There you go. Hobart Ibn Wessler. Species rat. Good-looking, charismatic, and a clucking gangster. One of the most well-known gangsters in Clawville. Real estate mogul, bank director, museum owner, distiller, smuggler, and information broker. And that's only the half of what I've heard about him. He has his dirty little paws everywhere in the city's underworld. This is a savannah country that has been one of the colonies of Clawville for 2 centuries before gaining its freedom in 792. Restmore is mostly inhabited by peaceful herbivore animals of exotic species. Okay, right, well, that's all we can do for now. We got any other questions?
Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints, you know the drill. The evidence is very clear. Even a moderately talented detective could easily wrap this case up. Or just try the phone. 555-111.
Please, take a look at this.
Well, okay. Let's see.
We got something in our inventory. I know Molly very well. Please note this is this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as a gentleman. Anne.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. Miss Ibanez is a trusted friend. Treat her as gentleman. N. I know.
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall, with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall.
Don't tell me.
A missing
Molly's his
piece.
ex.
She was wearing a light silk dress and singing a lullaby. The waves caressing her beautiful long legs. Why Molly? Why now?
Mr. Featherland? Santino, are you all right?
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you. She said you'd understand. Don't you?
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case is becoming more and more confusing. It's starting to look like blackmail.
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can I visit?
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss Katsenko.
Oh, yes. You can find her at the Tsar Club.
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable?
She
Or
sings
does she
there.
only like loud and crowded clubs?
No, she's really not like that. But she owns the place.
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club, especially on New Year's Eve, right?
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's one small problem, Mr. Featherland.
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about my visit.
Exactly. How did you know?
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please, call me Sonny.
It was a pleasure to meet
Does
you,
he
Mr.
is his eggs always sunny side up?
Sunny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if you'd like.
I'd appreciate that, Sunny.
We got a new person. It's a bunny rabbit. Is his name George? Okay, who's the bunny? The Tsar Club. My wife Molly. Yeah, there you go. Natasha must know my wife Molly from somewhere, or perhaps she has a very good informant. I must find out what the connection is. Lewis Carroll Hayworth, possibly. An old friend of mine. He is stuttering heavily when he talks. Lewis is the owner of a once reputable Atlas hotel and a good old friend of mine. At the moment, he's my landlord. There's only two of us living in this unbelievably enormous hotel. He's crazy about detective stories, and he gladly helps me whenever I ask. Lewis's number is 555-932. Okay. Good old rotary phones.
Hey, Lewis. Am I bothering you?
No. Of course not, Sonny. Old friend, what's up?
Could you come over? I've got a favor to ask if you're not busy.
For you, anything. Just a minute.
Lewis arrived a few minutes later. He lived in the rooms above, so it wasn't difficult getting here. Not to mention that he's a rabbit. It was a quick hop. The Atlas Hotel was his inheritance. It was once a well-renowned place, but not anymore. The last economic crisis ruined it. And now, besides me, he was the only resident of this enormous place.
Hey, Lewis.
Thanks for being so quick, Lewis. Can you drive Miss Ibanez home? I have some things to take care of.
Of course, Sonny. You know, anything for you.
Thank you for being so considerate, Sunny. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Goodbye, then.
So long, Deborah.
Right, now we have access to the map and a new
I
location.
need to grab my stuff first.
Okay, right.
I wanted to travel the world when I was a kid, but I think I'm gonna end up dead in here, whether I like it or not.
Right. Typewriter, pile of papers, phone. Ooh, old books.
I'm never gonna read. Maybe nobody ever has.
Anything else?
I don't even know where the key is. Whatever's inside is gonna stay there forever.
Oh, is this Molly?
This is This is one of the most beautiful
Molly is a
memories from my
parrot.
whole life. Before Molly left me
So it's not
and took our daughter.
Polly, it's Molly. Right, okay.
M.B. Davis, the eternal king of jazz. The photo is from the days of jazz prohibition. I only heard the old man live one time, but I'll never forget that night. And not only because I woke up at the harbor without my gun, my badge, and my pants.
What is this? Disco Elysium?
The good things in life don't last long. The best ones always leave first. I saw that in the window of a shoe store. I never understood it, or what it had to do with shoes. We used to be star cops a few years ago. Tabloid press, radio interviews, and even a book series. I don't miss those days. Of course, Marty, my old partner, would disagree. He just loved the spotlight. The Wild Gentlemen. Those guys rebuilt the city after the Great Fire of 867. My heroes when I was a little chick. I'm starting to think they should have left Clawville as it was, burned to the ground.
Well, so Wild Gentleman, I think, is actually the developer. So, MB Davis is a gopher? Raccoon? Something like that. Are we going for the bedroom door?
Behind that door lies the kingdom of dirty clothes, cigarette butts, and empty bottles.
Oh, right. We need to
My
grab our
wallet
badge and
my
our
badge.
gun. Okay.
The wallet is real. The badge ain't. Chief Bloodboil took mine. So I got this one out of a pack of cornflakes. Just in case. She doesn't seem so dangerous that I need to grab my gun, but you never know. My last cigarette. You're lucky I don't have a light, pal.
Right. I believe we have all our stuff then now, do we?
Before I visit the club, I have to take a detour. I've got a feeling that this case isn't going to be a one-man job. And there's only one bird in this city I can trust. My ex-partner, Marty. He's going to be at the station. I can only hope he'll be willing to talk to me.
So take it we're going to the cop shop. Also, our stuff.
I haven't dusted you off in a while, partner. Looks like I may be needing you now. Ironic, but ever since I've been on furlough, with only my fake badge sitting in my cabinet, I feel more like a cop than I ever had before. More like a Clawville cop, anyway. Oh man, I totally get you.
Okay, right. Main scenes. Main scenes move the story forward. These scenes also determine which locations open up or close down. You'll need to complete all of these if you want to beat the game. Limited scenes are open for a specific duration, which is determined by the main story's progression. If you are a completionist, be sure to visit all of them before you move to the next scene. Close scenes cannot be reached for the time being. This state will often change throughout the story progression and can be temporary or permanent. Pick the next scene if you are absolutely sure you don't want to visit any of the available limited scenes. Okay. Yeah, well, at the moment, it's just the cop shop. Fine. Right, we're heading there then, I guess. And again, there would be a video playing at this point, but clearly it doesn't want to play for some reason. So I just click. Yeah.
I knew where to find Marty. At the station, we'd always draw straws about holiday duty. Marty never joined in. He always took the New Year's Eve shift, even though he had someone to go home to. I understood. 10 years ago, we survived the night the press called the Bloody New Year. Forgotten by Clawville, but not by us. We both left parts of ourselves behind that night.
Phyllis, So he's a hedgehog, he's a porcupine, I guess? Sure.
Phyllis and Roy's. Two hedgehogs with an arrogance typical of novice cops. They're as prickly as they look. Officious little shitheads, but harmless.
Well, look at that. Hey, Sonny, what you scratching at over here? I heard the big boss threw you out.
Tough luck, boys. I may not be on duty, but I'm still a cop, just like you. Well, more than you.
Hey, you don't have to be so peckish, old bud. By the way, you're on luck. Blood Boil's not in tonight. Malloy is in charge.
Oh, God. That clumsy buffalo is here tonight. If he doesn't end up in a cell again, he's lucky.
You got it.
You looking for Marty, eh?
I see you're still the brains around here, Phyllis. Yeah, I'm looking for Marty. Birds of a feather flock together.
I see you're still the funny guy around here. You'll
Funny
find the
guy!
giant feather duster at the shooting range. As all.
Hey, Royce. I'm telling you this because maybe you'll be able to understand. If this prickly shithead makes another racist remark, I'll strangle him with his own raincoat.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, whose side are you on, you jerk?
Right, okay. Anything else around here? The SWAT
Back in the
squad
day,
car.
I used to patrol the city's streets in one of these. I don't miss it, but it used to have its advantages. Did you miss me? No? Same here. Every time this poster disappears, good old Blood Boil puts it right back, immediately. I tore it down at least 3 times already. Actually, it's a kind of passive-aggressive game for us with the chief.
The crown for the king. We need you, citizen. Right. Anything else? No. Right. Well, I guess we're going indoors. We gotta go and find Marty.
Here we are again. Clawville Police Department. I've never been good at history, but if I'm not mistaken, this place has been a church, a hospital, and even some insane cult's secret hideout over the years. Anyway, the place holds the secrets of the ages, and some drunk pigs in the basement.
Right, can we go and see the drunk pigs? Right, Monica, Mort, Bosco, Officer Bachman, Officer Jardine.
All it takes is one look, and my comb starts to tingle, which never means anything good.
So isn't it supposed to, like, represent the 4 animals or something, it said? I can see a lion, a fox. Is that a sheep and a crane? Possibly. Unified in everlasting peace.
Honor, strength, unity. For the love of the wild gods, I'm gonna be sick.
Battle of the Pantherus. Meredith H. Marble. Oh, that's the one that did the chicken police stories, yeah. Has that gone in up? No. Okay.
Marty drinks this shit. I've never tried it, but I'm pretty sure it's gross and probably toxic. We used one of these as target practice once. Not out of disrespect. We were just too damn drunk.
Right. Well, let's talk to Monica on the desk then, I guess.
Monica Rosen. Receptionist in theory, but in reality, she's doing literally everything around here. Like the beating heart of the PD. She's too good for this place. Even for this city.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Monica.
Hey, Boss Bird. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be celebrating somewhere?
Every day's a holiday since I got out of here.
I can tell. But what are you doing here? Are you here for a file? You know, I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah, you could look after a few things for me, but first I'd like to talk to Mr. Big Beak McChicken himself. Those 2 prickly assholes told me he's emptying the magazines in the hole.
Like always. And if he carries on like that, he's gonna use up all our ammo. So it would be nice if you drag him out of there. You know how this day is for him.
For him?
You know I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so just sign here and you're good to go.
Thank you, darling.
Don't mention it, Boss Bird.
Right, so we've got access then now, do we? Right. Okay, that's the main boss. Lucius Wilford Bloodboil. The chief is a real legend. He also hates me. You're loving Monica already, yeah. Mort Mardigan, Komodo Dragon. He's old and blind and an unrepairable wreck. Okay. Boscarelli, Chowhound Nandez. They say he's able to devour anything that crosses his path. That's why he got the name Chowhound. Okay. Any places? Clawville PD. Headquarters of the department, aka the Meat Grinder. A huge dark building and for shady people. And I don't necessarily mean those that are sitting in jail. One of the most famous nightclubs in the city. Owners of the juiciest booties and the hardest fists frequent this place. And it's famous for not serving cops, except if they're knee-deep in dirt. Okay, well, that's everything we've got so far. Right, let's go talk to... Sure, we'll talk to Bosco.
Detective Chowhound Bosco. He thinks he's a real alpha.
Juiciest
but
Booty
nah,
could be the
he's
episode
just a
title already.
lapdog.
Holy wild ones, look what the cat dragged in.
Hello to you too, Bosco. I see you're busy, as always.
I've been sniffing around one of the rundown joints. You know how it goes. And boom, this son of a lizard comes flying out the window. I didn't know the lizards could fly. So, Mort was being a bad boy again. Nothing unusual. And you? Still dying?
I'm still a cop for another 121 days, Bosco. It's as unpleasant to me as it is to you.
All right.
So
No
you
need
mean
to
he's not
bite.
just 3 days away from retirement?
You have Moses and Plato for that. And of course, Blood Boil.
Let's hope I won't run into any of them tonight.
Looking for Marty, eh? Ever since you left, he's kind of lost.
You really hate
He's
Bosco.
trying to hide it.
But he's such a good doggy.
Well, I don't think we'll have a teary reunion, thinking about how we parted.
Let me give you some advice, Sonny. Let him rage. He'll be the same after that. Anyway, he was the one that shot you, right? You should be mad, not him.
It's not that simple, Bosco, but we'll see how he reacts.
Okay, so we're going to go find him in the firing range, and he's already shot us before. I think we should be worried.
No worries, pal.
Forget about it.
Mort Mardigan, a notorious deadbeat. Poor guy's been blind since his teenage years, but that doesn't stop him from running into trouble. What the cluck did he do this time?
Go on then, we'll find
Mort,
out.
You scabbious beast. What the hell did you do?
It's Morty to you, sonny boy. Everything's fine. There was just a bit of trouble in the bar, and someone got knocked on the head with a glass. It wasn't my fault. I'm as blind as a bat, am I right?
Did that ever bother you, Morty?
Listen, sonny boy. Go tell them to leave me alone, eh? It's New Year's Eve, after all, and I didn't even do anything wrong.
Where's your little lapdog to get you out of this mess? Is that little pimp of a midget still sniffing around you?
Jeffy is a good boy, Sonny. And he's good to me, believe me.
Oh, God, spare me the details. When will you finally realize that little shit's been using you?
Oh, of course he's using me. What could a pretty boy like him want from this old monster, eh? Still, Sonny, I have no one else. You understand that, don't you?
Even you deserve better, pal. By the way, you look horrible, even for yourself. Are you feeling okay?
Well, I'm not what I used to be, but neither are you, judging from your voice. But I'm seeing a doctor, sonny boy. I really am. Are you?
Mort looks like someone's who's too skilled for the police department to retire. No, Mort is a criminal, apparently. He was saying he was a deadbeat or something. We're going to find out more information. But, I mean, you weren't expecting
Anyway,
deadbeats, like, looked like he's like one of those cops that's been riding a desk for years.
I don't talk to that insane owl.
Damn right.
Please, say something on my behalf, okay? I really don't have time for this detective buffalo shit.
Hey, careful with that. Buffalo Malloy is the chief today.
Like I care.
I'll try to speak for you, but keep it down till then, okay? You don't need this shit, and I don't need it either.
Sonny boy, you've always been a good friend.
More like a clucking pigeon.
Yeah. Where's Mort? A light-fingered bastard. He is blind as a bat, but he's also the biggest scoundrel in this city has ever known. He could have been a good guy, but he got lost somewhere halfway. Now he's too old to save himself. There's some fight in a club where Mort was at. What a surprise. He's an old friend, so I can put in a good word with him.
One of Blood Boyle's favorites. Mainly because he's a dog, of course. Officer Jardine. They say she's clever, smart, and dangerous. We need more of her kind in here.
Okay, well, we know Marty's down in the shooting range.
This is gonna be a hard ride. Last time we saw each other, he had a smoking gun in his hand, and I was bleeding. I don't know how we can get past that, but it's worth a try.
Keep your gun clean, Mr. Lawman.
Long thighs and a big gun. That's Marty's idea of a perfect woman. Can't blame him for it.
So what's the note saying? Hey you, if you let the ammunition boxes open, leave the ammunition boxes open again, I'll kick your cheating ass, Marty. Oh, exit Marty's gun. Guns, plural? Sure. Okay, well, you can look at his guns. Okay. Okay, he has a selection. Big Bertha, Linda, question mark, Claudia and Susie.
Her Majesty Big Bertha. Or rather, Big Bertha 2, because there was one before her. A sawed-off little broad, but we lost her in a swamp. Marty cried for a week. But once he saw this giant lady here, the balance of the universe was restored. I believe this piece is forbidden. Cops can't use it, but this is Marty's personal collection, so it doesn't matter. At least nobody has ever complained. Claudia. Tiny, dark, and angry, and hits you where it hurts the most. I know her well. Marty calls her Susie, and I have to say, this little she-devil pulled us out of many tough situations over the years.
I just suppose the ammunition drums got no. Okay. Go on then, Marty. Although we can actually look at the shooting range. Oh, okay, we can actually... Okay, let's actually have some gameplay rather than clicking on things. Sure, get a hint. Aim your gun at enemies and avoid shooting the hostages. Simple as that. Okay. Shooting enemies increases your points. Remaining time, while hitting hostage does the opposite. Choose wisely. Fire away. You'll need to reload your gun after 6 shots, just like in the westerns, but even faster. Okay. How do I reload? Right click. Okay, Marty is at 10,000 points. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, leave the shooting range. I did spend like a good 5 seconds there going, what's the reload button? Do I click on the thing? Do I press R? No. It's right click. Okay, Marty.
Marty looks good. Big and loud and angry as always. Hey, Marty.
Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Boss Bird. What, are you lost? This is the PD building, you know?
Cut the shit, Marty. We're better than this.
Well, at least you are. Better than anyone, huh?
Marty, come on, let's forget that. What's past is past.
Easy for you to say, Sonny.
Damn it, Marty, you shot me, remember? I almost bled to death.
Hell yeah, I remember. Unfortunately, my aim wasn't good enough.
I need your help, okay? That's what you want to hear?
Well, it's a start.
Okay, I've said it. I won't do it again.
Yeah, right.
So, are you in? Just for tonight. Small case. We'll wrap it up in no time.
What kind of case?
A personal one.
How personal?
Very. The kind of case where if you come with me right now, you're not on duty anymore.
Ooh, damn, Sonny. Stop it right there. I'm in.
That's it?
Do you know how boring life is here without your stupid, reckless shit? Soon enough, I'll shoot all the ammo in here out of boredom. Right, so, tell me, what's it about?
I'll tell you in the car.
Ooh, can I bring Bertha?
Ah, for the love of... Marty, this is a routine case.
Bring all the
You
guns.
can't bring your shotgun, okay? Bertha stays.
Okay. But at least Susie can come, right?
All right, Susie can come.
That's what I want to hear.
Okay, right. Well, we're going to find out more stuff about Marty. Go on, then. Martin McChicken. Unusual height and weight for a fowl. Shining white feathers. He shot me once, and I deserved it. We've been partners for almost 10 years. 10 long, hard years. Well, we were, because now he's only helping me unofficially until I wrap up this case. Marty is a hothead with a hard fist, but he's loyal until the end, and I can count on him in every way, especially if guns are in the picture. That's when he reveals his true self, and that's when I don't ever want to get in his way. Not anymore, at least. Oh, you're back, are you? You're joining us as we're going to be wrapping up shortly, but we're going to at least get our foothold in this case. You don't like Marty? He flies the new hot blood with everyone hates, yeah. You remember seeing this game's title pop up when I was searching for a certain category on Steam? Well, I mean, it's definitely point and click, so that can be the only thing I was thinking. I mean, it was a new release last week, so it might just have popped up because of that. Right, I guess we're leaving?
Still drink coffee?
Yeah, my only poison. Except for guns, of course. And women.
We could visit our old haunt. What do you think?
Oh, a nice cup of Zips coffee and the hot dog. I'm in. Oh, and maybe we'll get into a little fight too, huh?
If it comes to that, I'm leaving you without a blink.
Oh yeah, like last time?
Those were different times, Marty, with a different Sonny.
Well, all right. To the city then.
You don't have to come with me, you know.
Okay, I know. Let's go. Sonny, there's a little problem.
Not so little, and it smells, too. What the furry hell is Blood Boil doing here?
Well, it seems we can't avoid speaking to him.
Oh, yes, we can. You have your rifle with you, right?
What?
Just kidding. Sort of.
All the puns as well, yeah. Right, I guess we got to speak to Blood Boil, though. Has Bosco got anything else to say?
I see you're swamped, buddy.
I've sent the old lizard away. I don't need him to foul the air anymore. I hate his kind anyway.
Well, because he's a reptile.
No, because he's a good-for-nothing piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And you? Are you letting off some steam?
Something like that. We'll go and check out some seedy joint. We're cops, after all, ain't we? And this is still Clawville.
That's true, pal. Protect and serve.
Yeesh, get a room, you two.
Shut up, Marty.
Right, I guess we're going to talk to Blood Boil then.
The chief doesn't seem to be in a good mood. But he never is, actually.
Fine, let's speak to the old man.
What a surprise. The two pigeons back together. And without my permission, of course.
Chief Blood Boil.
Damn.
What was that, Santino?
Nothing, sir. What a lovely evening. Am I right?
I don't want to hear your crowing, Santino. What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, careful with the racist barking, old hound.
Oh, it's getting hot in here. Can we just skip this part? It's New Year's after all.
And you're on duty, if I'm not mistaken, Martin. Where do you think you're going?
That's it, boss. To serve and protect. Sonny was in the neighborhood and stopped by to say hi. He's a cop too, right?
Only on paper, and you know that very well, Detective.
I don't want any trouble, boss. I just wanted to say hi to Monica, and then this feather pillow showed up. I invited him to grab a quick coffee. You can allow him that much, can't you?
Your coffee breaks usually end up in shooting or brawling, chickens.
Oh, just a coffee, boss. I swear. Oh, have a heart. It's New Year's Eve, and I haven't seen my old partner for so long.
How touching. You shot him with a shotgun, if I remember.
Family quarrel.
For all the marrow bones of the world, get the hell out of my sight.
Have a lovely evening, boss.
You especially. Fuck off right now, Santino.
Right, well, I guess we're going to the coffee... is it Coffee and Donuts? They are cops, after all. Also, what's the office area?
Maybe next time. I'm not in the mood to meet any of my ex-colleagues right now.
Yeah, okay then. Right, I guess we're exiting? Oh, we've got Dr. Reginald B. Bubbo. Morphinist, neurotic, old and ugly. He's an old friend from the golden days of the chicken police.
We can't avoid speaking with the chief first. And it would be nice to say goodbye to Monica, too.
Well, we spoke to the chief, so we just need to say goodbye to Monica, okay.
We're leaving, sweetheart.
Stay safe, boys. I'm glad to see you two together again.
I'm afraid you're alone with that.
Hey, don't make me change my mind.
You won't, Marty. I bet you can't wait to get mixed up in some serious trouble again.
Old and ugly.
Yep, that's true.
I'm serious, boys. Be careful out there.
We're big birds, Monica. We can take care of ourselves. Mostly.
Okay, but take care of each other, too.
Will do, Monica.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, now can we leave? Yeah, there we go. Right. The Star Club or Hop Dog. Yeah, let's go and grab ourselves a coffee.
The hop dog was like the last warning. You can still turn back. My eyes lingered on the sign. An enormous dog. like a neon god with limitless power over cheap hot dogs, plastic hamburgers, and watered-down coffee. The cold light called me, but I didn't want to get out of the car. If we went in, we were all gonna be pancakes, kept together by cold syrup. Marty's worried look shook me out of my reverie. Oh, Cluck. Was I talking to myself again?
It's the bane of any detective. They always have to monologue. She is in Hummingbird. You can only see hear the stream hole while you work. So now I get to see everyone's faces. Does that mean you? Of course, you missed our actual client. I can show you our client. Deborah Ibanez. Yeah, it's basically an antelope on a woman in a strappy dresses outfit. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's go grab coffee. Also, Fly Guy.
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the Hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? No, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be.
Okay, let's get inside there.
Ugh, the place is deserted. Poor Zip.
You're right.
Yeah, the guy's middle name is Bad Luck.
That's for sure.
Right, this was the raccoon that he was talking about earlier, I guess.
He sure didn't get any younger.
Or prettier.
You think he's still mad at us?
Frankly, Marty, I don't give a damn.
Hello, boys. Now, get the hell out of here while I'm asking nicely.
Hey, is that how you greet two old friends?
Hey, I'm not joking, Sonny. I got a shotgun under the bar.
Raccoon from that one movie, yeah.
No, you don't, because if you had, we'd arrest you here and now.
If there's still life in you when you're full of buckshot.
Ah, it's going well so far.
We're just here for a coffee, Zip, okay? Like old times.
Nothing's like old times. Haven't you noticed?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's quite noticeable.
Shit. All right. And where'd you blow in from?
We haven't been anywhere yet, but we're going somewhere.
Everybody's going somewhere, right?
Tell me, how much do you know, Zip?
It depends. How deep is it?
Bottom of the well kind. Goes down around Ibn Wessler.
Holy hell! Wessler? You've dipped your wings in deep shit, boys.
If you've got anything on him, don't keep it to yourself. We'd be grateful.
Grateful? Maybe you're not gonna trash my joint this time, eh? You know, Ibn's acting strange nowadays. He always believed that if you want something done, you do it yourself. That's how it was for years anyway.
And?
But now, he left his real estate, the fish racing clubs, the casinos, and the bars to his right-hand man, Mongrel Mick. And ever since, he's been kinda weird. Bottomed out, brooding in the seediest joints of the city. Nobody ever knew him to be like this. Weird, huh?
Yeah, weird. Do you think it's about a lady?
It's always about a dame.
It's always about a lady.
Yep.
Well, there is a woman.
I knew it.
But not like you think.
Yes, I'm playing a... Well, actually, I'm playing two giant cocks on stream.
Is this gonna cost much?
Only a favor. Like the good old days.
Okay, I'm in.
I mean, it's a raccoon. I mean, we could make a joke about two cocks and a beaver, but... Let's leave that there, shall we? Alright, well, we've got more... we've got more people to talk about. I guess he's on... Ah, there he is. There's Zip. Zip H. Murphy, Raccoon. An old enemy who became a good friend over the years. He used to be a small-time criminal, but the underworld pushed him out. Now he makes the best coffee in the whole city, in a rundown roadside rest area. Oh, and he also proved to be rather useful as a police informant. Zip is getting old. He still has his connections. It's worth questioning him about everything. But time has had its way with him, too. Right, so is the fact that it says question, does that mean we have access to... No. We can ask stuff, though. Right, what's in here? Can we actually change the music on the jukebox? A handful of feathers. Dead fly tells no tales. Get a bite of me, baby. The city on fire. Shadow of a doubt, not all cops are pigs. Let's go with not all cops are pigs, shall we? Are you back to work, are you? No worries, Maylee. We will see you again soon. We'll be back again, usual time tomorrow. But whether you are, I don't know. But back with some more Star Wars tomorrow. And of course, on Saturday, it's going to be more Darkest Dungeon and our season finale of D&D. But yeah, you take care, and we'll catch you again soon. Okay, so we can't keep that music playing throughout this cutscene. Okay.
The door didn't look like this last time.
Yeah, because last time you tore it out and beat that baboon with it.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. So that's why Zip remodeled the whole place.
He had to. We didn't leave much of it standing.
If I didn't know how nice we are, I'd almost hate ourselves.
You're tired? Oh, no.
Welcome to the club, partner.
Well, we're almost done. It is 7 o'clock, so we'll wrap up. We'll do a little bit of questioning. Head to the club we're supposed to go to, and we'll call it there. Ask about Natasha.
So, about that woman. Is she really that dangerous?
What woman isn't, huh?
No, Zip. I mean, really dangerous.
She's got the most influential gangster of the city wrapped around her finger. She calls him her little furball. How dangerous do you think she is?
And the club?
Have you ever been to that place?
Of course, 100 times. Everyone who matters in this city's been there. Sorry, guys. But then, it had a different name and a different owner.
Business affairs, right?
Yeah, that was the dark era, Sonny. I don't want to talk about it.
Roger that.
Alright. Well, let's head over there then, I guess.
Look at these two simpletons.
Oh no, I clicked on that, not the Tsar Club.
They don't even realize their jackets are full of holes.
For the wild God's sake, don't dare tell them.
You don't like Zip's voice? I thought he was have a deeper, older voice.
I
Yeah, it
tried, but
doesn't
nothing
really
happened.
suit, does it?
Figures.
No, we wanted to go to the club. There you go. And again, I'm guessing there would be a full motion video or something here. Not just a black screen.
Ah, so this is the famous Tsar Club.
More like infamous, Marty. It's not for our kind, that's for sure. And I don't mean that they don't like foul here.
Well, at least we don't have to be afraid that they see you as a detective, Boss Bird.
Very funny, Marty.
So what are we gonna do now?
We find Natasha, the broad who sent me the message, remember? But first, we need to get into the club. And Marty, please, don't monkey this up.
Excuse me? On behalf of the well-respected and noble primate community of Clawville?
Cut the crap, Marty. Let's focus on what we're here for, okay?
As you say, Boss Bird.
Right, I guess we can't just go through the door because there's bouncer. Right. Oh, and Lewis is here.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence? Lamar? No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss.
Right, let's talk to Lewis, see if he's got a way in.
Sonny, my dear friend.
Hi, Lewis. This is my partner. But I'm sure you already know.
You have no idea how happy I am to meet you, Mr. Marty. I'm a big admirer of your work.
Pleasure's all mine, Lawrence.
Lawrence? Anyways, so, the legendary Chicken Police back together? Isn't it amazing news?
Don't ruffle my feathers, Lewis. Those days are long gone. We're just here for the entertainment. Or something like that.
I see. That's a shame.
See you inside?
I have something to do, my pal, but I'll try to make it for the main event.
Okay then. Catch you later, pal.
Stalk lady. Poster. Right, well, I guess we're just talking to... Oh, there's a fancy car. Ah, so the gangster is already going to be here.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that the new...
It is, Marty. A brand new 942 Silver Hawk. Haven't seen such beauty since I left Averia.
Of all that's furry. Whose is it?
Maybe it's Ibn Wessler's.
That's my guess.
I guess he's no paper tiger.
Yeah, he sounds like a fellow who drives around in one of these. Lucky bastard.
Right, well, I guess we talk to the bouncer then.
Jeez, look at that guy.
That's not a guy. That's a demon. Straight from the dog-eared pages of a cheap detective novel.
Yeah, I bet his name's Bill.
Nah, he's definitely a Bob.
$5 for Bill?
Okay, I'm in. Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah,
don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
Right. Time to see if there's a back door then, I guess. No? No option to go around the back? I guess we have to talk to the stalk lady.
I think these types of women only see faceless tuxedos, cufflinks, and wallets. And in the mirror, they're just brooches, necklaces, and earrings.
Don't be so radical, Marty. They're women. They live by different rules.
That was kind of deep.
It's not. Just bullshit. There's more where that came from.
Ooh, teach me, master.
When you're old and wise like me, you'll realize none of it is worth a damn thing.
Wait, that was deep again, right?
Maybe it was, Marty. Maybe it was.
Amazing.
Well, I guess, unless we can have an opportunity to speak to him again. Actually, ask about Natasha.
What can you tell me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
You mean Miss Natasha Katsenko, sir?
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
What about Lewis?
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Right, so we could definitely go into ask Lewis to get us in then.
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Right. Can we, I guess we talk then?
Sir, how'd you...
Everything's fine, Mr. Aworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
Naturellement, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
Alright, so now we can just go in? Yes, we can.
The jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilled whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Oh, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real.
And that's probably where we'll call it. Okay. Looks like we can... The bartender is a horse. Okay, there we go. That's where we're going to leave it. There's a henchman. So if there's a henchman, there's going to be... The gangster's going to be sitting in this booth. Eventually. But... Apparently I've... Oh, it's always been the target reticle. I thought I was just, like, ready to shoot people. But yes, that's where we'll call it, because it is gone 7 now, and we've given this a go. I'd like to see what the cutscenes in between the transitions are, but clearly that's not working. Other than that, I kind of like it. It's a little bit endearing. The voice acting's actually not bad, and considering that's what it's hanging on. The questioning seemed a little... I want to say nonsensical, but it didn't seem to... intuitive that much. But yes. This is an interesting one. I could see myself playing more of this, but this has been Chicken Police painted red. So yeah, let's sit back to the main and call it there for the day. So let me mark this up.